With the end of Game of Thrones approaching, one character's story in particular jumps out to us: Arya Stark's. Yes, Jon Snow and Daenerys are at the front and center of practically everyone's fate on the show, but Arya will play a heavy hand in protecting the North. Arya has come a long way, and arguably her relationship with one adversary sums up her entire journey. No, I'm not speaking of Brienne of Tarth, or Gregor Clegane, or even Hot Pie. Although let's be real, Hot Pie deserves way more screen time. We're referring to the Waif, the trainer from the Faceless Men you probably knew very little about. Spoilers lie ahead. As a quick recap, Arya Stark shows up to the House of Black and White in the beginning of Season 5. Here is where she meets the Faceless Men and learns about the many-faced god, their deity. The little we know about the legend of this religion describes the many-faced god as a symbol of the thousands of slaves of High Valyrians who prayed for their release from suffering. Hence, the thousands of faces within the walls of the House of Black and White are those who have been taken by the god, referring to both the slaves of old and their Valyrian masters. Hence, both of these phrases. Long story short, they turned and left for Braavos, a very socially modern city that helped take them in and form their guild, turning their religion into a profitable business to help the city. Or so they say. Their business is really death.
And there is only one thing we say to death. Not today.
Either for a loved one or an enemy, or for those who are not ready to serve the many-faced god. This is where Arya's relationship with the Waif comes into play. When committing to the Faceless Men, essentially the religion's group of assassins without an identity, one must become, quote-unquote, no one. Arya struggles with this concept throughout her stay at the house, which is a clear result of her heritage as a Stark, a very proud family. The Waif, who is essentially the physical trainer for the Faceless Men, is immediately combative with Arya, who is strong and confident enough to never let up at winning the game they're playing. But this is exactly why she never succeeds at this, and ultimately why the Waif continues to put her down. But let's rewind real quick. It's hard to say who the Waif truly is, just as it is with any of the Faceless Men. She is really only one of two within the house who have any semblance of an identity, the other being Jaqen, the main leader. However, the Waif is the true enforcer of the Faceless Men's skills in the art of assassination, and at the end of the day, she is a mirror into Arya's hate-fueled journey towards revenge. The Waif encapsulates everything about Arya that she wants to be but cannot truly become. Think about it. Arya had spent the more recent period of her journey in the show seeking rage-fueled revenge on the people she had on her list, which were essentially people who had crossed her family. You know, the Red Wedding. Arya's on a f***ing murderous bender in order to make a point. Isn't this trait exactly what the Waif is a personification of? However, Arya can never become entirely like the Waif, because of the one thing that makes her who she is, her family. She can never lose her identity. The Stark name is at the epicenter of her life, along with every single one of her siblings. It's why she can't follow through with both of her assassination assignments for the Faceless Men, and ultimately why the Waif is allowed by Jaqen to try to go kill Arya. If the tables were turned though, you know the Waif would live, just like Arya did. Both are strong women, great liars, and stubborn as shit, but ultimately the Waif has decided to let go of who she was, and Arya has not. This is what truly makes them different, and what makes Arya an even deadly killer. She has her family in the North to fight for. The Waif, though, is a great character in a long line of foes and adversaries in Game of Thrones. Who has been your favorite villain? Let us know in the comments below, like and share this video, and subscribe to Gamma Ray.